holidays can turn even the strongest couples into logistics coordinators, emotional project managers, and referees. That is all so true. Between where to go, how much to spend, and managing everyone else's expectations, connection can get lost in the chaos. So this morning we have licensed therapist and relationship coach Melanie Preston back with us with Matters of Focus counseling, and she's sharing how couples can stay connective, not combative, this season. So Melanie, this is very timely.
Absolutely.
We're glad you're here.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. And in the introduction there, that we said a lot, and I feel like we've all been there. If you're in a relationship, you've been there and know how stressful the holidays can be. But let's start talking about that. Like, what are some of the triggers that can make the holidays so stressful for couples?
Well, here's the thing. No matter how long you've been in a relationship, I think when it comes to the holidays, there's always that stress of, if you have kids, what are we getting the kids for the holidays? If you have family members or people that you want to go visit, who are we spending what time with? And the reality is, most of us, we want to rest, right? We want to rest, but then there's traditions, there's what's our budget, how do we split our time, especially if you don't live close to your family and you're having to travel. You're trying to figure out how to navigate your time, right? How to balance it all.
Or deciding as a couple not to travel, because that can be that's another stressor as well.
Right.
So you've made this really easy for us with this B.U.I.L.D framework that we're using today as a guide. So B.U.I.L.D, an acronym for different words, different strategies we can use to help. So let's start with B. Let's start with B. So first thing we want to do as a relationship architect, we look at the relationship as an actual house. So we always want to break it down. And in this case, what we're breaking down is, what are the priorities for the holiday season, right? To your point, is the priority time? Is it tradition? Is it, I want to travel, right? But what are the priorities? And a really quick tip, a little goal or quick thing that you can do is actually write a list of your values. Individually, come up with what your values, what do I personally value during the holiday season, and then you and your partner can compare your list to figure out, okay, what are our non-negotiables? What are the priorities? What are some of the things that they sound great, but maybe not this year, or maybe for Christmas, but not Thanksgiving? Yeah, just putting it out there. I like that. That's a great idea.
Create your values list. Figure out, what are the priorities?
Nice. Okay, so on to you, uncover hidden stress.
So these stressors, I think we started there, but you always want to uncover what the hidden stressors are, right? And I think those are different for each person, but what you really want to know from your partner is, are there any hidden or any triggers we need to uncover that we've not already discussed? Sometimes we as individuals have different stressors, whether it's going home to family that you don't necessarily have a great relationship with, right? And there's always sometimes maybe that underlying thought of, I really don't want to do this, but they're expecting me to. But you want to make sure that your partner is aware. That way, as the holidays start to happen and people start to pull at you in different directions, your partner is on board with how you're going to handle those stressors.
That is so good. Okay, so we've done the B, we've done the U. I
come up with an intentional team plan, an intentional plan. How are we navigating, right? What are our goals? What are our plans between kids having Thanksgiving dinners at school and Friendsgiving and the Christmas swap and the Christmas parties, not to mention the abundance of community organizations that many of us are a part of. It can start to be overwhelming, right? And if you don't watch it, you will leave the holiday season going into the new year tired, right? So you really want to, quick tip, you really want to create a shared list and color code. Color code your family time. What are the family time? What are the family obligations during the holiday season? What is me time during the holiday season? What's together time? And I would also suggest, if you see any of those colors more than you should, like if you have more family time than you have alone time, or an abundance of outdoor or things that are you're going out to different organizations, go back and reevaluate that.
Reevaluate. Okay, so let's get through these quickly. L, lay the foundation for boundaries.
Lay the foundation for boundaries. Honestly, all that means is create boundaries, create even if it's code word, right? You know you have to go to your family's house, but maybe you don't want to be there that long, right? So go with a plan in mind of how we're handling this, how we're handling when we only wanted to be there an hour and our hour is up and they're saying, oh no, but please stay, right? Have the key words that say, okay, I'm ready to go. Or maybe you get uncomfortable. So come up with, how do we know? Is it a look you're going to give me?
You better be paying attention.
Right. Is it a look? Am I going to say, hey, I need to go to the restroom? Right. But what are the key words that let us know what our boundaries are and when it's time to go? Okay,
and then finally, D, develop rituals, not routines.
Absolutely. So again, during the holiday season, there are so many things we do that are connected to other people, and we often find ourselves being consumed by the expectation of others. So while you are navigating through the holidays, make sure that you're creating what I like to call micro rituals, whether it is a holiday debrief at night where you sit together as a couple, where it's just the two of you and you're drinking hot cocoa, or maybe you snuggle up and you watch your holiday movies, but create something that is just for the two of you.
This is so good. so good, and so many takeaways for us as we head into Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
It's stressful.
It's stressful. Yes, helping us navigate this and come out on the other side connected and not combative. Melanie Preston with Matter of Focus Counseling. Melanie, thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Today. We appreciate it. This really was a huge help. So you see her information up there on your screen right now. So if you'd like to learn more about Melanie Preston, maybe how you can get in touch with her, take a look up there right now. Matter of Focus Counseling is her business, and that's up on our website, fox5atlanta.com. Her social media handle is Matters of Focus Counseling. We'll have links for you at